Namaste to everyone. I hope you all are doing well. So let's have a look at today's puzzle. The today's puzzle is a very interesting form of puzzle called as Can puzzle. Before we go ahead, let us understand the basic rules of Can puzzle. We can see that this is a square grid of 5 rows and 5 columns. So as there are 5 rows and 5 columns, we can understand that the numbers between 1 to 5 will be filled in each and every row and in each and every column such that no number repeats itself. The other basic rule for this Can puzzle is we can see that this Can puzzle is divided into smaller grids, right? This is first grade, this one is second grade, and this one is third grade. We can clearly see here it is written 12 plus. Here it is written 4 plus. Here it is just written 2. So wherever there is a sign of addition, that means in this grid we have to identify the 3 numbers between 1 to 5 such that their summation is equal to 12. In this grid we have to identify 2 numbers between 1 to 5 such that their summation is equal to 4. Now this is only one number 2. That means the value of this block is already given to us. So the number which is going to come here is going to be equal to 2. Let us see, do we have any similar blocks? Yes. This is one another kind of similar block. So number which is going to come here is 4, and this 2 is also only 1 by 1 grid with no summation sign. So number which is going to come here is 2. Now 2 has already come here. Now let's observe this grid. This is saying that we have to find out 2 numbers such that their summation is equal to 7. Now this is possible only with 2 cases. And what are those 2 cases? Either we can add the number 5 plus 2 and we can get as 7, or we can add the number 4 plus 3 and we can get their summation as 7. But right now I told you that no number should repeat itself in any row or in any column. So if I have already used 2 in this row, can I use 5 and 2 here? No, I can definitely not use 5 and 2 here. So we are left with only one possible combination for this 7, and that is 4 and 3. So I can easily say that the numbers which are going to come in these 2 blocks will be 4 and 3. Now we do not know where exactly 4 will come and where exactly 3 will come. But we can infer that either 4 will come here, then 3 will come here. Or if 3 comes here, then 4 is going to come here. So with this information, I can write 4, 3 and 4 here. Now see, in this 5th row, can I say that the numbers 2, 3 and 4 are already used? Therefore, in these 2 blocks, the numbers 1 and 5 are going to come. Now, let's see this grid. This is equal to 7 plus. The summation of these 2 numbers should be equal to 7 plus. Now, I cannot use 4 and 3 combination here, because if 4 will come here, then 3 is going to come here, or if 3 is going to come here, then 4 is going to come here. And in both the cases, the number is going to repeat itself because 4 and 3 are already used here. So which number is going to come here? 5 and 2, that is the only combination I can use in this. That is 5 and 2, but 2 is already here. So if 2 is already here, I can easily infer that the number which is going to come here is going to be equal to 5, and the number which is going to come here is going to be equal to 2. Now 5 and 2 are already used. Now 5, 2, 4 and 3 are already used. So can I automatically say that the number in this block is going to be equal to 1? So if the number in this block is going to be equal to 1, then what I have to add in 1 to get my sum as 4? I have to add 3 in 1 to get my sum as 4. Therefore, this number is going to be equal to 3. Now let's move on to this grid. This is saying that the summation of these 2 numbers has to be equal to 9. Now between 1 to 5, this is possible only between 2 numbers. That is, when we add 5 and 4, then only we are going to get their sum as 9. Now see, can 4 come here? No, 4 cannot come here. Why 4 cannot come here? Because 4 is already in this row. Therefore, 4 cannot come here. So, if 4 cannot come here, then the number which is going to come here is going to be equal to 5. And if 5 is coming here, then I can easily infer that the number which is going to come here is going to be equal to 4. So, this is how we have identified our first column. This is how we have identified all the numbers for our first column. Now let's move to first row. Now 2 is already used here. Now what are the two numbers which will give their sum as 4? The only possible numbers between 1 and 5, between 1 to 5 are 1 and 3. So I can again say 1 is going to come here, then 3 is going to come here. But if 3 is going to come here, then 1 is going to come here. So can I say in first row, 1, 2 and 3 are already used. So if 1, 2 and 3 are already used, then the two numbers here which are going to come are going to be 4 and 5. Please understand, we do not know the exact position of these numbers, but we can see that 1, 2, 3 are already used. Therefore, 4 and 5 are going to come here. If 4 is going to come here, then 5 is going to come here. And if 4 is going to come here, then 5 is going to come here. So I will write 4, 5 and 5, 4 here. Now see, in this grid, the summation of these three numbers have to be equal to 12. So 5 plus 4 is equal to what? 9. And when I'm going to subtract 12, when I'm going to subtract 9 out of 12, I'm going to get the number as 3. So here in this case, I can easily infer that in this third block, the number which is going to come here is going to be equal to nothing but 3. Now if 3 has already come here, can I say that 3 cannot come here again? Because if 3 has already come in the last column, then 3 cannot come here because 3 cannot repeat itself. Therefore, the number which is going to come here is going to be equal to 4. So, if 4 is going to come here, the number which is going to come here is going to be equal to 3 automatically. Okay, so let's write these results. So this is going to be equal to 4 and this is going to be equal to 3. Now see, if this is going to be equal to 4, can I say the number which is going to come here is going to be equal to 5? Because again, if 4 is being already placed here, then we cannot place 4 here. Otherwise, the number is going to repeat itself in the last column. So this is going to be equal to 5. If this is going to be equal to 5, then this is automatically going to be equal to 4. So let's write these results. This is equal to 5 and this is equal to 4. Now, let's move on to this grid. What are the two numbers which I have to add between 1 to 5 such that their summation is equal to 3? The two numbers are 1 and 2. Now, see, can I write 2 here? No, I cannot write 2 in the last, I cannot write 2 in the fourth row. Why I cannot write 2 in the fourth row? Because 2 is already there in the fourth row. So if 2 is already there in the fourth row, then 2 has to be there in the third row. So there, here, the value of 2 is going to come here, and if 2 is coming here, then 1 is automatically going to come here. So this is how we have identified our first column and here this is how we have identified all the numbers for our first column and all the numbers for our last column. So now let's move on to this grid. Again, by adding 5 and 4, then only we can get the result as 9. Now, can I write 4 here? You can clearly see I cannot write 4 here. Why I cannot write 4 here? Because 4 is already present in this column. So if 4 is already present in this column, the number which is going to come here is going to be equal to 5. So if 5 is coming here, then the number which is going to come here is going to be equal to 4. Now 5 and 4 is, this is how we have filled the values for 5 and 4 in this small Great. Now you can see we have identified our first column, last column, fifth row and fourth row. Now these are the numbers which are remaining and these are the uncertain numbers. So let's see how we are going to move ahead. Now the summation for these two numbers has to be equal to 3. Now the possible combination for this is again 1 and 2. But can 2 come here? No, because 2 is already there in this third row, so 2 cannot come here. So if 2 cannot come here, 2 is definitely going to come 2 is definitely going to come here, and if 2 is definitely going to come here, then the number 1 is going to come here. So I can write 2 here and I can write 1 here. Now 2 and 1 have already come here. Now see, I have to find out three numbers which when added give their sum as 9. What are the possible two combinations? One such combination is when I add 4 plus 3 plus 2, and another combination is when I add 5 plus 3 plus 1. So you can clearly see that I cannot use this combination. Why I cannot use this combination? Because 4 and 3 are already there in this row, and 4 and 3 are already there in this column also, and you can see 4 and 3 are already there in this column too. So basically 4 and 3 are already there in this row, and 4 is already there in this column also, and 4 is already there in this column also. Therefore I have to reject this possible combination, otherwise the numbers are going to repeat itself. So the only possible remaining combination for this is 5, 3 and 1. Now see, can I write the number 5 here? You can clearly see I cannot write the number 5 here because 5 is already present in the second column, and if 5 is already present in the second column, I cannot put the number 5 here. Now can I write 5 in this block? Again you will see I cannot write 5 in this block because 5 is already present in the third row. So the only possible option for writing 5 is this. So I'm going to write the number 5 here. So the number 5 is written here. Now the other number is 3. Can I write the number 3 here? No, I cannot write the number 3 here because 3 is already present in the second row. So if 3 is already present in the second row, then 3 cannot come here, which leaves 3 only this position. So 3 is going to come here and 1 is going to come here. Now if 3 has come here, I can easily say that 3 cannot come here, because if 3 has come here and I'm going to write 3 here again, then the number is going to repeat itself. So the number which is going to come here is going to be equal to nothing but 1. And if 1 is the number which is going to come here, then automatically 3 is going to come here. So the number which is going to come here is nothing but 3. Now you can see we have find the values for all our rows and all our columns, and no number is repeating itself. See, first row is 2, 3, 1, 4, 5. Second is 4, 1, 5, 2, 3. Third is 5, 4, 3, 1, 2. Fourth is 3, 2, 4, 5, 1. And fifth is 1, 5, 2, 3, 4. You can see the same pattern in every column. No number is repeating itself. This means that we have solved our puzzle correctly. You can cross-check it by checking each row and each column, and apart from that you can check it by checking these small grids, and you will find your answers correct. So I hope this puzzle is clear to you and you enjoyed doing this puzzle. If you have any doubts, please mention it in comment section. Also, do like this video and subscribe to my channel for more such interesting videos. Thank you. Have fun. Enjoy learning.